Just a kind of crazy love.
Welcome to the backyard. I'm your host, Lady J Baby. Thank you for joining us today. Today we will be getting into the topic of relationships. What's wrong with them? And we're also going to touch on the headline of this government shutdown. I don't like to get political, but pull up your lawn chairs and let's talk about it. Welcome to the backyard. Thank you so much for joining me again today. It's been almost a whole week and I missed you guys. So thank you for being patient while I work on getting everything together and getting these videos out. I really appreciate all of the support and the love that I'm receiving. So thank you so much to everybody. Okay. Now I did want to dive into our topic for today, which is relationships and what's wrong with them. I personally feel like healthy relationships, they're needed. In the Bible, it does say two people are better off than one, or they can help each other succeed, which is true. I do feel like in a healthy relationship, whether that's with friends, family, a partner, a parent and child, when the relationship is healthy, it's something that should build confidence. It should build your confidence. It should make you feel like motivated just from seeing what your other half of your relationships are doing. And it should make you feel, I want to say, wanting to do better for yourself. All those positive things when it comes to a healthy relationship. Now, although I do feel like relationships, they are something that's needed. Everyone should have, a nice, healthy relationship. Not everyone is capable of being in one. It's not something everyone is ready for. They're just not there. And that's okay. And sometimes you're not everybody's cup of tea. I know for myself, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And that's okay. That don't mean I have to disrespect you or be rude or gossip about you behind your back or do anything vindictive. I just don't have to have a relationship with you. And that's okay. Life will go on. Okay. Now, I did want to also get into when it comes to relationships, one of the most important things that I feel there needs to be is honesty. And not just being honest with people, be honest with yourself. Learn who you are, what you need, like what are your instructions? Do you like one thing versus another? What annoys you? What takes you from 0 to 100? And sometimes it takes being single to figure that out. And that's okay. Just because you're single, that doesn't mean you don't have relationships. You can have friendships. You can have a relationship with your parents, a relationship with your family. It's okay to be alone sometimes to get things figured out. There's no way you're going to be capable of finding your people if you don't even know who you are. So definitely take the time, find out what you want, who you are, what makes you tick, what makes you eh. That way, when you just being yourself, coming into contact with other humans, they get to see who you are and make their decision on is this the person that I maybe can have some sort of relationship with or no. But don't give them a fake person, because then they're going to be expecting this fake person, and that's hard work. Trying to keep your mask on. And it's tiring. So just be yourself, learn who you are. That way you can give who you are to other people, and then you can figure out if this relationship is going to work or not. Please be honest. And of course, you do want to be honest with others. Don't sit and pretend with people. Pretend like you're enjoying something that you're not. A joke didn't hurt as bad as it did. Something someone said didn't trigger something within you. Be honest. Talk to people. Let them know, hey, I didn't like that. Communicate. That's another one. Make sure you're communicating. Communicate your truth. Let people know, no, I'm not into that. And that's okay. Or hey, that actually hurt my feelings. Or hey, I actually don't like doing partaking in things like that. And if that's someone that wants to have a relationship with you, they're gonna be willing to say, okay, let me maybe either compromise, change a little bit, or actually maybe we don't need to have a relationship. Whatever the case may be. But just be honest with yourself. That way you can be honest with others. And make sure you're communicating. Okay. And then another thing another one, work on yourself. Don't be afraid to work on yourself. No one's perfect. No one walking this earth is perfect. And it's okay to work on yourself. If there's something about yourself that you know you need to work on, put in the work. I know one thing about me is I don't like criticism. And I pray, I work on my best of accepting it. First, go round doesn't work. Second, third go round, maybe I'll be willing to listen a little bit more. But everyone has their things they need to work on. So don't be afraid to put the work in for that. Now, another thing I want to get into is the compromising portion of things, because I do feel like at a certain point, compromising that can lead to unhappiness. Now, if you compromising too much, you compromising values, like those things. I don't feel like we should be compromising a whole bunch on. You definitely need to find a balance, because it can lead to unhappiness, resentment. Oh, you're the reason this, you're the reason that. So with compromising, it's good to do, like on some I'll drive the whole way and you pay for the gas type thing. But it should be mutually beneficial. It shouldn't just be one person benefiting, the other person suffering. Because if you're suffering, you eventually you just don't compromise too much. You want to have a happy life mentally. You want to be able to be in a good place. So find the balance. If you feel like in a relationship you're always getting the shorter end of the stick, or this compromise is leading to negative detrimental things for me, my life, my health, mentally, physically, you might want to relook at things. Take a look at things and reevaluate. So that's my take on compromise. Don't be foolish, but I feel like you still should be willing to compromise in a sense. In a sense. Now, moving right along into the topic of this government shutdown. Now, I don't know the ins and outs. I ain't there at the tables. I ain't a fly on the wall in any other conversation. So we ain't gonna go too deep into it. But the one thing I do want to get into is the fact that, with the government shutdown, we have a lot of people not getting paid. But these bill collectors, they still want to be paid. You have a lot of people not getting the food assistance that they need. We're going into the holidays, let alone just every day. It's. I do feel like we're probably in a season in which we may need to do a little bit more for one another. Cost of food is rising. Things are not dropping as far as prices goes. And of course, the thing with the airports and all that, that's sad too. I understand people missing flights, things being delayed, but most importantly, the people who are going to be suffering due to this government shutdown. So I'm really surprised a lot of this controversy and stuff surrounding the EBT, them not releasing funds for the EBT, it's coming from our my people. Now I don't know what type of environments other people grew up in, what was going on, but me, when I was working, I needed my EBT. And when they cut me off, I felt it. And I suffered hard. Not to say, oh, I was like, it wasn't extremely bad, but it was still a point where there was a lot of things, a lot of places where I suffered just because I didn't have that to supplement my income for groceries. And of course, we got to eat. So I don't feel like when it comes down to telling people, oh, you're not getting your EBT, sell your kids' shoes and, stop getting this and then going to get your hair done and things like that. First of all, how dare you tell somebody to sell their kids things? That's very much rude. I would, as a kid, be heartbroken to come home and my stuff is gone, sold. And that's temporary. That's a temporary fix for a long time problem. So what's really the point of that? And then telling people, oh, well, you need to stop getting your hair done and doing this. Like, granted, I ain't gonna lie, this when it comes down to the hair, it's pricey. It is. Nails, anything, where you have to have a service done. It's pricey. That's just true. But for some people, that's all they have. Keep them happy. Keep them going. That's their little piece of something for themselves. After all the hard working, after the long week, long months of doing everything for everybody, that's their one thing they get to get in themselves. And I don't feel like anything is wrong with that. But how dare you tell someone else what they need to be doing within their household and you don't live there. You don't pay not one bill. And for it to be coming from, it's true what they say, it be your own people. If you don't have nothing nice to say, nothing positive, you ain't doing nothing to help, shut up. Close your mouth. Leave it alone. That's not you have no you're what are you doing for the fight? So just step to the side and let the people that are actually out there doing something, trying to make a difference, let them do their job. Okay? So I would like to challenge everybody. I know everybody's not watching this, but I do want to challenge everybody. If you can, do what you can for people. And I'm not saying go beyond your means. Stay within your means. Stay within your budget. Don't you got to do a whole bunch, but do what you can for people. And that can be as simply as going in your closet. It's getting cold outside. There may be 2, 4, for some 5, 6, but there may be coats that you have that you haven't worn. You're probably not planning on wearing. You can get that to someone else. Let them be worn. They'll cherish that more than you've been cherishing it as it's been collecting dust in your coat closet. You have socks. How many people got 1,000 pair of socks? Because we buy socks and then we'll lose socks and we'll find it and put it together. Donate your socks. If you have it within your budget, food, groceries, and it doesn't have to be, oh, I can't help everybody. You can't. There's no way you can help everybody, but you can help 1, 2 people. If everyone can help 1 or 2 people, Just imagine like how much progress we can make. Even if it's cooking and inviting someone over for dinner, hey, we're cooking dinner. Come on over, get you something to eat. Even if it's, hey girl, I see your hair ain't been done. Let me hook you up with a style real quick. Let me help you throw this wig on. Let me lay these lashes. Let me help you with your eyebrows. Whatever. You know, people are hurting. Do what you can. Like I said, don't. I'm not asking you to go beyond your means, but just do what you can. This is like the season of giving. They say in the Bible, if you help the poor, you are lending to the Lord, and He will repay you. Keep that in mind. Now, I did want to close things out on a good note. Now, I didn't do that with my last video, and I've been thinking about that. Been feeling really bad about that. So I'm gonna leave today's shows on a good note, as always. This comes, of course, out of the Bible. Read your Bible, people. Okay, there's a lot of good things in there. I know a lot of people like, oh, whatever. But when it comes to like relationships, in the Bible, it tells you the type of people you want to be around and you don't want to be around. And from what I've read, nothing steered me in the wrong direction, and I wish I would have read it sooner. But so I recommend having fun, because there's nothing better for people in this world than to eat, drink, and enjoy life. That way, they will experience some happiness along with all the hard work God gives them under the sun. So enjoy life. You know, don't waste time dealing with things that are beyond your control. Enjoy life, have fun, eat, drink. Don't, not in excess, but enjoy life. We work a lot, especially if you work hard. Take time out to enjoy yourself. No one wants to be working hard all their life to the end of days and you done nothing to enjoy yourself or enjoy the people around you or the world that God has given us. So on that note, definitely enjoy the rest of your Sabbath, your Saturday, and I'll catch you next time.
This ain't kinda crazy love. I swear I can get enough. Trim your edges cause we rough. I'm addicted to your touch. Know I love the